We'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am standing in the driveway of the house, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff to do today. Start right off, tomorrow, Kagan and I go on a trip, and we're gonna bring my buddy Kevin Gilbert one of these driveway enclosures, a 4x4x6. He bought one of the last albino monitors that we had for sale on the property. Its name is Ghost. If you guys remember, we were naming one Ghost. I think it was Kagan's favorite. He's ready for the next size up enclosure. I think it's in one of our 2x3x4s that Kevin was borrowing, and Ghost is ready for the next size up. So we're gonna clean out one of these enclosures. All of these are empty. Well, actually, I can say these two are empty. Kagan has ball pythons in those two. You can actually see one of the ball pythons right here up front. In the mornings and afternoons, they've been active. You can barely see it through the screen there. Don't know why I'm not opening up the enclosure. There you go. So you can see the ball python right there. They've been very active in the mornings and afternoons and then go into the hide spot. It's kind of cool to see their behavior outside. But she's just playing around with that right now. Otherwise, I want these enclosures off the driveway pretty soon and move to the back property. We have an idea. I always address comments and everyone's like, don't get sensitive to it. I'm not being sensitive to it. I just, that's what the channel is about. If someone has input, I listen to it and I respond to it. Trying to make money from Wolfe's World shouldn't be a negative thing. It's the purpose of it. It's an awful lot of work, everything that we build, and an awful lot of effort. I work, Kagan works 12, 14-hour days some days, and we're doing it because we love doing it, and we want to monetize doing something we love. But we gotta make money. I gotta make money or I can't do this. We have the babies, the Kamingi or Kamingi yellow-headed monitors that we are selling for Sean. The groups aren't swimming yet, but we just sold the first one yesterday. It shipped out. Some babies are in the water there, one crawling out. We swim those in the tub every day. That's obviously gonna help out. But Kevin wanting one of those enclosures gave me the idea that I could build enclosures in 3 different sizes, have them on the ready. If anyone's looking for small outdoor enclosures, I could sell the 2x2x4s for, I don't know, $225. These guys for $250 with PVC bottoms on them. And the larger ones, I think for $450 with a plywood bottom, or $475 with a PVC bottom. It works out okay. It's actually really cheap for an outdoor enclosure that's built well, but it's profitable because I can knock out about 4 of them in a day. So that works out for me, and hopefully it works out for somebody somewhat local to purchase a good outdoor enclosure. But there's another thing that will hopefully monetize the property, and that's babies. I know that I said I was going to try less hard this year, but sometimes when you take the pressure off, things get easier. We did shuffle a bunch of animals around. There's still videos coming out about shuffling animals around. And we had paired the blackthroats when we were in Alabama. When we were in Alabama doing all those videos there, when we sold the albinos, the blackthroats were paired that entire week, and now we have some serious digging activity from Sapphire. I'm walking over to Kagan. We had a camera in there. We think she laid last night, and I'm waiting for confirmation from Kagan.
She looks, I don't know, it's hard for me to tell. She looks about the same.
Yeah.
And the dirt is now all piled on the other side. She's been digging like crazy.
Oh, so we didn't get eggs.
It's hard, it's really hard to tell.
So Kagan is hanging out with Sally, the supposed monster that could never be tamed. And there's Kagan just sitting with her. She's pretty awesome.
She's big.
Yeah, she's a big girl. And that's gonna be Slinky's girlfriend. She's bigger than Onyx, guys, if you can't tell torso wise. Obviously Onyx has got a bigger head, but she's a pretty awesome female, and that would be a very good opportunity. Was this door open or did I open it?
It was open.
It was open?
She's not about to run out.
Cool morning. Everybody is out. We did get 3 eggs. I don't know what's going on here. Bumblebee's got it's like he's mooning Ivy. There's Bumblebee. You guys don't see a lot of him. He's sitting there. Ivy's here. We got 3 good eggs from their pairing, and we know there were more eggs. She was still digging. She has still been digging, and then it stopped. So I don't know if she doesn't still have eggs in her and she's still deciding. Now her lay box, we thought she already laid or was at the end of laying, and I say we, Kagan has dug up the entire lay box multiple times. She was exhausted after the last time. She's like, can I leave 3 buckets out? So we left the 3 buckets up here, and then Ivy proceeded to start digging in the buckets, didn't you, Ivy? And then, yeah, she still has dirt all over her snoot, so she is still digging. I wonder if I shouldn't put those buckets of dirt back in there. I think that she probably still has eggs in her, and maybe those 3 came out early. I don't know. Usually she's pretty good about laying, or I entirely messed up and I still had access, the door open for Bumblebee to be in here, and Bumblebee ate all the eggs minus those 3, and that's could be what happened. I had them paired late, too long, and things happen. I don't know what else to say. It's unfortunate if he ate an entire clutch of eggs, but that could be what happened. I feel like she definitely looks skinnier after she laid a clutch. I think she still could have a couple in there. Still kind of dragging that belly.
She sure is still digging like she's still got eggs.
Yeah, look at her smelling his vent. Just checking in on him. I could see some degradation of that screen between the 2 of them. We noticed some screen that needs to be replaced on Lily's cage the other day. So that's going to be an up and coming thing, is replacing. Remember, I was unhappy when I built everything with the screen I was getting off Amazon, having to repaint it and coat it. So I'm not happy with some of it. Some of it's going to already start getting replaced.
Take a look at
Yeah, let's
Sapphire?
go look at Sapphire and see what's going on in there. Kalua's hoping for pets and is all posted up. Huh, Kalua?
You've already gotten me twice.
Oh yeah. This shell is never going to be not shiny right here. It's always going to be shiny. We polish it every time we walk by. All right, I'm walking into Sapphire's. I'll set the GoPro batteries down.
So I spent hours yesterday watching her on this camera. And
Which-
she had the hole dug, and she was digging, turned around, positioned herself like she was gonna lay, and then started doing like this wiggle dance, which is like, to me, moving the eggs down. And then we watched at like 6 a.m. She turned around and buried that spot. But now it looks like she's digging on the other side. And I don't know, to me, her belly still looks
Yeah, she's still got the eggs in her.
rather large.
So she switched sides.
Yeah.
It could have avalanched on her
Yeah.
on the other side, and she's starting over. But
Yeah.
this, see, her other tunnel was from that corner, guys, and hooked all the way over here. And now she's digging. She's like, oh, crap. Go ahead and lower the lid so she's not stressed and abandoned that hole. So she's digging now directly into the spot that her other spot hooked into. So I think she found the spot she wants to lay in. She's putting the camera back so we can watch and see if she lays. We were 100% sure that the eggs were in the ground this morning. That's why I started this video. Today's feeding day. Kagan is gonna process a bunch of fish for the animals and get them all fed. Go check in on Onyx. You can see his food tray from the last feeding, and he finished off someone else's meal. Hey, big boy. Oh, you about to go through a big shed?
Oh yeah. Look at this.
Oh yeah. This thing's all loose.
Why is that so satisfying? Oh my gosh.
Those ocelli are beautiful. Yeah. He's like, all right, enough, enough. He's like the kid getting dropped off at the bus stop by his parents. He's like, the other kids are watching, stop it. That's a handsome big boy.
You want to check in on Shrek and Diamond?
Sure. Just a little further down the hall. God, I like the locks so much more than the carabiner, but they're more money. They go on so much easier. And so here's the other pairing. We've got.
Been digging.
Oh gosh.
There's Shrek in the corner.
Yeah. Now he's a lot leaner looking than Onyx, which is good to be longer and leaner. And there's been a lot of positive activity between him and Diamond. Diamond is huge.
Yeah, she is.
Absolutely huge.
You hungry today, girl?
And you see the white discharge all over her face is a sign that they've been breeding. I mean, I don't think that he got it right if he got it all over her face.
That looks like urates to me.
You think so? You think he pooped on her head?
I think he pooped on her head.
I don't know. They've been in the hide box together constantly. The two of them have been very, very close. Yeah, it's funny. Her belly is so big, her head looks like she's got a tiny head.
Yeah.
I'm not really giving you guys a good shot of her. Sorry about that. You can see her little head and then
Big old body.
Tugboat of a body there. Let's go. So she's dug up this corner here really good. Sometimes at the beginning of a cycle, they're going to do that. Some exploratory digs. There's 2 digs in the corner here. Or it could be just Shrek looking for food. So I'm going to walk into her enclosure and see, you know, we took the lids off of, so she's been, oh wow, it's all dug up in there, guys. The corner's fully dug out. That's dug out. It would be too soon for her to be grabbed by him, and I've never seen a blackthroat come to eggs without a male being involved. So I doubt that's it, but I mean, if I said it factually right now, leave it for reptiles to prove me wrong. They do that all the time. But I've never seen it before. So there are scratches and digs. There's scratching on the ground there. There's a whole attempt underneath this log here. There's quite a few digs all around. So there is that possibility. See if we can't get, there's Shrek on the screen. Gosh, look how swollen his, he's definitely very showy, isn't he?
Yeah.
No question of whether he's a male.
But some people were like, who is Chuck?
Who's Chuck? So there's Chuck, T-positive albino male, going through a full shed. Now Chuck is still on the Okeechobee dirt, so we're not gonna really appreciate how pretty Chuck is until we get him on the sand. But there's a female sulfur that's probably cycling right on the other side that we will get him moved next to very soon. We just haven't yet. So that's going to be one of the up and coming videos, getting him on clean substrate, her as well. She almost looks like a regular water monitor. She's so dirty from the sand. But there's only so much time in the day, and we can only do so much. The other female sulfur's out. Boba's out. Everybody's out. Actually, absolutely everybody is out. It's a beautiful sunny morning. All the iguanas are out, happy. Let's go check in on Boba with Kagan. I don't know how Boba feels about the camera. Still not 100% sure, boy or girl, but that's quite a...
You know what's funny? You see how the belly is hanging here?
Yeah.
Boba was also laying right here this morning where the belly was hanging here.
Very relaxed, but there's an awful lot of digging right now from Boba. For a boy. Awful lot of digging. Let's see, that base of tail, you guys are gonna... I mean, that looks female. Like, that's as showy as it could get. There's the slightest of bulges there. And you know what? If you look at the nostrils on Boba's face, they're not very pronounced.
You smell like blackthroat, Mom.
But we were kind of hoping on Boba being a male. Because that's kind of what we needed in that line. We could have then put Boba with our guru. And that leaves us with a gap in our animals and some that can't be paired. It is what it is. I guess we'll be back when we have eggs. Sapphire's eggs video. All right, guys. Kagan is by the cutting table processing food. We were going to show you that some females maybe eat when they're in the process of laying eggs, and blackthroats are usually one of those exceptions. But you know, it was hard to tell this morning when we walked out here. You could see the fat missing from her tail, her hips, but they're so robust to begin with, it is hard to tell. But the fact that she's on the shelf and not digging is something she hasn't been doing in a week's time. I was a little suspicious of that mid-morning, and I walked out here. You could see some urates on the shelf by the base of her tail, some urates on the ground, and this big plump egg was sitting on the ground right there. So I am thinking that she did lay, and because she's such a large lizard, she's not showing it really well. We may try to feed her and get her into the hide box, or maybe just get her into the hide box and dig up the enclosure. You can hear the thunder. It's about to rain. We don't want to do this in the rain. We don't want eggs to drown. They're far too precious for us. So Kagan and I are gonna make a decision, food in box or just box, and try and find these eggs. All right, we made our decision. Kagan carried over the board and cinder block, our little rounded shovel, almost like an ice cream scoop for digging up the eggs. And she has a tray full of bonita, which is in the tuna family, faster growing. We're not worried about the mercury levels. It's not as old as a tuna or anything like that, and that is a large tray for her, but she is recovering from laying. She's gonna be voracious. When I walked away from that last little episode, she closed her eyes immediately. So she is exhausted. Look, you can see her now. She let the air out. She's totally deflated. Even her head and neck is thin for her. So I think we just give her 2 pieces and try and put her into the box. I don't think we should overwhelm her yet. I don't want to pick her up with a belly full of food. You want me to carry that back to the hallway so she's not stretching for it? Is it fun to process that much fish for the animals? It's messy, right? It's
I'm sure I'm covered.
Very red-blooded fish. You can see not as clean as a tuna that we eat, although people do eat bonita, for sure. She's gonna be a little cranky.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
She's done.
She's done. We're finding eggs. this is it.
So maybe
Watch her tail.
she was absolutely done this morning.
Yeah, I think so.
When
it's hard to tell. That's what I said. They're so chunky. Yeah, I think I am gonna have to screw that baby because there's no ledge for the.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hold it on.
It's fine.
And I will run and get the drill as fast as I can.
It's fine. Okay, Jerry has 4 buckets of dirt out, and we have just started excavating the bottom, being really careful because we know there's gonna be eggs somewhere.
You know, oh, there's a bad egg. Now you found another, oh, what did I do with that other bad egg? Oh.
Whoops.
Well, that's, so 2 slugs we found on their own.
Pinky, are you ready to eat, Pinks? She's probably like, you smell like bonita. Where is my bonita? Man, she really condensed them.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's the first place you look, sometimes it's the last, but they're so good about hiding where they're laid. Yeah, so those slugs were just the random ones that kind of, see, I found loose dirt right there.
She's making us work for it. Making you work for it.
I know. I want to use the shovel again, and I'm like so close.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Onyx? I probably smell like a big meal to a lizard right now. That's why we've got Pinky right here and Onyx right here. Oh my
Let's
gosh.
see where 30 eggs would be. Let's see where. Oh.
Oh.
Ah!
Gosh, she was starting to make us nervous. All right, so her tunnel hooked back around.
See the second one. There's a good looking egg. Right next to it is a bad looking egg. Bad looking egg. But I see more. Come on, some good ones.
Oh.
I see another good one. A whole bunch of baddies.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a beautiful egg. I see another good looking one. That's a question mark egg. That's, I mean, I would say that's a bad egg, but. I don't know. Quite a few that don't look good, but you know what? We could set a separate tray in the incubator for those.
You know what they say.
What do they say?
Incubate till there's no debate.
Is that it? Is that the whole group? No way. That giant lizard, that little baby clutch. That's 4 good eggs. We are not really doing great with these blackthroat numbers. Oh, actually only 3 good eggs.
You want question mark?
Well, yeah. Well,
17 eggs.
17. You're better at counting than me. You'd think I would have that elementary school math down, right?
Oh man.
I had really high hopes for this. I mean, 1 good egg is amazing.
Yeah.
Can't be down, but we really could have used the financial bump from a good clutch.
Yeah.
But she did her thing. She dug, she put them in the ground. I think we paired them late and we only saw 1 good lock also.
Yeah.
So that could have been it. Now we have 1 male per female, and I think we'll you know, we'll let her get some weight back on, and we'll pair them again.
Yeah.
I think we'll have another shot or two this year. They don't pair as much as or they don't have as many shots as the water monitors do, but 2 or 3 shots a year, we should be good. I'll get this filled up. You'll get these guys in the incubator.
I got fish hands.
I'll get these guys in the incubator, and we'll get a big meal in her. We'll show you her gorging on food. And we may find another 1 or 2 good eggs in the enclosure today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. It was nice to have a minute to process. I am extremely grateful for the 3 eggs. It's awesome to even achieve that. We've removed the panel from her hide box.
You don't want to eat upside down, girl.
We're going to give her an opportunity to fill her belly. She may be just too tired to eat. She's been doing nothing but digging. But getting a good feed and being able to put that weight back on will be very important for her rebounding. You know, if she wasn't so tired, you guys know that she would be through that tray in about 45 seconds. Yeah, that's not her normal behavior. That's her just so tired. So tired. It's gonna take her a couple feedings like that to rebound all that fat stores on her body. That's really great news. Really great to see. More babies from Onyx. If they hatch out, those would be our first actual babies from Sapphire here. The other babies we produced were all from Jane. And I have high hopes for Shrek and Diamond. They're in the hide box together, and that's what they do quite often. And she's digging, so we could have missed a last minute pairing right when they got together, and she could be on her way. And as you saw, that's our new practice now, is leaving the lids off the lay boxes until we see the female digging to lay eggs. So what that's done, it's eliminated them using it for a hide spot. They're no longer choosing that, because it's a great hide spot as well as a place to lay eggs, and they'll just use that as their hide box. Now they only use their hide box, and they only start digging in there when they want to lay eggs, and then we'll put the lid on for them when we know it's that time. So good job, girl. I'm pretty confident she may squeeze a couple more eggs out. 17 seems a bit short of what she should produce. Look, she is checking everything out, what's happened. She may still have a couple eggs in there. We'll obviously let you guys know if any more come out today. So I won't even end it here. Let's we'll end this video in the next couple days.
Hey guys, so I have been tasked with coming out here and giving you an update on Diamond. It has been a few weeks actually since we filmed that last segment with her collecting her eggs. Look at her, she's coming out looking for a meal. I'm gonna tap my foot, get her to walk into the hallway with us. She is doing better. She's had a few meals since she laid. She is recovering really well. Oh goodness, sassy pants. Sassy pants. What is that about? She's like, look at this. She's like, you don't have food? I don't care about coming out and exploring. All I wanted was a meal from you. If you don't have that, I'm good. Onyx is coming to the door to see us. So yeah, like I said, it's been 2 weeks since we filmed that. Since then, of course, you guys know Jerry broke his leg. So he wasn't able to come out here and stand in the hallway with me to film this ending. Let's let Onyx out too. Hey, Onyx. What are we doing, big guy? Look at this handsome lug. Look at this handsome lug. Onyx is the same way. He's like, you got any food for me? Oh, wow. Look how bright he is. He thinks that shed is food. You are such a goofy guy. Oh, man. We said that we didn't need to put the blackthroats on sand to keep them clean. But look how beautiful he is under there. He's actually really, really pretty. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Leave us a comment. And and we'll see you soon.